Here theorem is saying that we have to prove that कि यहाँ पे एक पैरेललोग्राम है और उसकी अपोजिट साइड इक्वल है, ये हमें प्रूव करना है यहाँ पे. ओके, सो पहले फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी आर गोइंग टू मेक द डायग्राम ऑफ अ पैरेललोग्राम. This is a parallelogram. Okay, just name it A, B, C and D. Clearly? Now write the things which are given to us. The thing is given to us that A, B, C, D is a parallelogram. Clear beta? To prove, what we have to prove? The thing which we have to prove that opposite sides are equal. Now which are the opposite sides are here? So the sides which are facing to each other, that sides are known as opposite sides. So here DC and AB, they are facing to each other, it means they are opposite sides. In AD and BC, they are facing to each other, it means they are a opposite side. So write here that we have to prove AD is equal to BC, first pair, then second pair will be AB is equal to DC. This thing we have to prove over here. Now for that, here it is a simple parallelogram is given to us, and in parallelogram without a triangle we cannot follow congruency rule, and if we are not going to follow the congruence rule, so we cannot prove the things which we have to prove. So for that we are going to divide this parallelogram into two triangles. So how we are going to divide? By constructing a diagonal. We can divide this parallelogram into two triangles. So here you just join AC like that. Okay, so here this AC you are doing by yourself, it is not given in the question. So whatever we are doing by ourselves which is not given in the question, that portion will come under the construction. So write here construction. And what is your construction? What you have done? That join diagonal AC. Clear beta? Now given is over, what you have to prove, that we have written, then construction is written. Now we will move to our proof. How to prove? So in theorem 8.1 we have gone through that the diagonal of a parallelogram divide it into two equal parts, right? So by using that theorem we are going to prove that opposite sides are also equal. Then how? See here. After making this diagonal AC, there is a two triangle, triangle ADC, and second triangle is ABC. So write here that in triangle ADC and triangle ABC. Okay. So here we have to take the things which are equal over here, or we can use the property of parallelogram also. If things are not given to us, then by using the property of parallelogram we can also prove that. But here the first property, that opposite sides are equal, that property we cannot take. Why? Because that thing we have to prove. So the property of parallelogram, that opposite sides are equal, we cannot take here. Why? Because that thing we have to prove here. So leaving this property 1 which are applicable here, we will use that. So in parallelogram the opposite sides are parallel to each other. So when sides are parallel to each other, okay, so there will be some angles are forming, which are that corresponding, alternate or interior angles. So by using that angles we are going to prove the two triangles are congruent to each other. So here when we are taking DC parallel to AB and AC will be transversal. AC will be its transversal. See here DC, this is the AC, this is the AB. Which angle is forming over here? Alternate interior angle. See here DC AC and AB. So which angle is forming over here? Alternate interior angle. The formation of Z is over. See here, this and this. You can see Z is forming over here. So Z है तो मतलब कौन सा एंगल हो गया? Alternate interior angle. And the alternate interior angles are equal when sides are parallel to each other. So here we can write that angle 1 is equal to angle 2. Why? Because BC is parallel to AB, right? And AC is transversal. Okay. Now again you can see here this AC, side AC, this side AC is coming both the triangles. You can see that AC is coming in triangle ADC and in triangle ABC also. From here you can see that AC, here is AC and here is AC. This two side, this side is common in both the triangles, right? So we can write AC is equal to AC. Why? Because it is a common in both the triangles. So write here common side or common you can write also. After that you can also see that AD, this AD is parallel to BC. Why? Because it is a parallelogram and in parallelogram opposite sides are parallel to each other. So when AD, this AD and BC are parallel and AC is transversal. See here AC is transversal. So which two angles are going to form here? That this, here Z is forming like that. So here is your A, D, B and C. So these two angles will be same. So here is 3, here is 4. These two angles are also equal because it is forming an alternate interior angles and alternate interior angles are equal to each other. So write here angle 3 is equal to angle 4. Reason that AD is parallel to BC and AC is transversal. Here you can write also that alternate interior angles, that I forgot to write over here. Here also that alternate interior angles. So here out of 6 elements of a triangle, we have proved 3 elements are equal. So that here we got our congruency rule. So that's why we can say that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ABC. Why they are equal? Because ASA rule. By following ASA congruency rule, these two triangles are congruent to each other. When these two triangles are congruent to each other, so leaving these 3 elements, remaining 3 elements are also equal, right or wrong? Leaving these 3 elements which we have proved equal to each other. So leaving these 3 elements, there will be 3 elements are remaining. So they are also equal. So write here that what? AD is equal to BC and the reason is CPCT and the full form of CPCT is corresponding part of congruent triangle. इसको याद रखना, कभी कभी 1 मार्क्स में जरूर पूछता है ये what is the full form of CPCT. So corresponding part of congruent triangle. Okay, then AB is equal to DC. Again CPCT. So here we have proved our proof. क्वेश्चन मुझे पूछ रहा था, फिर मुझे पूछ रहा था, हमने प्रूव कर लिया. So right here hence proof. समझ में आ गया आप लोगों को क्या हमें प्रूफ करना था? फिर हम 8.2